back-to-back victories in the Girls Elite 800 for Queen Creek star Nicole Ripperdan, 2:10.64. Significant improvement from the performance here last year, but obviously so many things are going in a really meaningful and significant direction for you, Nicole. And I mean, obviously, just finish it off with a 4x4. Like when you think about how special and how profound this meet has been for you as a building block to all the success that you've had in the postseason, and obviously this is the final chapter here at Austin Field. What are the emotions for you overall?
I mean, it feels pretty good. It was good to get a win, and like this meet, a pretty big deal, like Chandler Rotary. Feels good. I mean, I think there's a lot I can still learn from, and like I'm grateful, but I'm still hungry. I was hoping to get sub 210, and so like obviously that didn't happen, but that's okay, like grateful for a PR. Just still a lot to improve on, and so I'm grateful for that.
What were you most proud of in terms of how you put together the race?
I would say I was most proud of second lap. I think the first one, it's a lot of work. I go out faster, like that's the goal, but I think like on the last 300, like picking it up in the last 200, I just went, and so I'm proud of that, like how I finished.
The fact that it's only March 21st, right? And with you, no PR ever surprises me, and it's always going to be a when and not an if. But especially in this chapter of your career, when you don't want to have any regrets, you don't want to have any if onlys, woulda, coulda, shouldas. To be able to see that and feel that, even though maybe the goal was 209, but to see and feel that things are going again, as I stated at the outset, in a really uplifting, encouraging, optimistic direction. Like how reassuring is that for you?
I mean, it is pretty reassuring. Like it's definitely better than where I was last year at this point. Yeah, like into March. I mean, it's still pretty early in the season, and so that's encouraging. I still have some time to hit my goals, and I mean, this is really only the second 800 I've ran of the season, and so that does feel pretty good. That is, like I already have PR.
I know this is probably a very long form question that we'll talk about as certainly as April and May unfold and we get closer to the postseason. But how much do you feel like you already know about what works best for Nicole in the 800, just in this limited sample size, in March, in comparison to what you've been able to accomplish, in the first few weeks or month of a season, like in the earlier part of your career?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is like reassuring, but I don't know. I still feel like I have a lot of work to do, but yeah, it's good.
Well, again, 2:10.64, back-to-back 800 champions. That list is a very prestigious and very remarkable sorority of women in the history of this meet. Nicole, congrats, well done.
Thank you, I appreciate it.